Well, good morning. Time for our weekly weather wire. I answer one of your questions every single week, and this week has to deal with weather lore. As Brenda and Melissa mentioned, there is maybe a popular phrase that you've heard, such as red sky in the morning, sailor take warning, red sky at night, sailor's delight. Well, what does that exactly mean? There's a lot that actually goes into this question, and there actually is some truth to this weather lore, whether or not you believe that. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what we can expect. There is a semi-permanent pressure system always across the world. Where there's a high pressure, there's a low pressure system on either side. And that plays a critical role in whether or not you will see a red sky at night or a red sky in the morning. So as these high and low pressures move all the way through, you are going to have different light scattering particles move through. Now with the low pressure system, this is often associated with what we call bad weather. You get clouds that form with upward motion and also some rain to fall. With high pressure, you actually get downward motion. So this limits the amount of cloud development that you see. That's why we often talk about clear weather in towards a high pressure system moving through. However, with the downward motion, with the high pressure, you actually get aerosols such as dust and other particles to get trapped near the surface. That actually plays a role in the different light scattering properties of sunlight as it passes through the air. You may have noticed during the day when it's bright and clear, the sky is blue because air particles refract blue light rather than red. Such as in the afternoon and evening, you actually have those longer wavelengths. They travel through a longer area in the atmosphere, so you get the red wavelengths to go through. Now also, the red seems to highlight more of those dust and aerosol particles, especially into the evening hours. So what does that exactly mean? Well, if you're standing outside in the morning and you see a bright red sunrise, that means a high pressure system is off to your east. So that means the low pressure on either side of a high, low pressure is most likely going to be moving into your area. So that means you are going to have a greater chance of maybe seeing some stormy weather moving in the next few days. Versus if you see a red sunset, you actually have high pressure to your west, which means you could actually see some nicer and clearer skies moving in possibly into the next few days. So there is a little bit of truth to that weather lore. So once again, thank you, Sue Kelly from Alpinas, for sending in that question. If you have a question you'd like to see me answer every week, just send me an email at cmelberg@upnorthlive.com. Looking forward to see what questions you have.